Hello St James. If you missed our first crochet workshop, it was chaotic and wonderful and creative. Or if you just want a recap at home, I'm going to show you everything that we did on our workshop. We're going to start with the slip stitch. It's the same knot that you would use if you were knitting, or you might know it from other hobbies. There's a couple of ways of doing the slip stitch. You'll know the way that's right for you because it will just feel right. I'll hold your yarn in between your thumb, your little finger and your ring finger. Yarn goes over those two fingers once, over those two fingers twice. Do you see how I've crossed them? And then back in to join the first bit. I'm then going to put my crochet hook in. Okay. It's going to pick up that piece of yarn and pull it through like that. That is a slip stitch. You know it's a slip stitch because it slips. So there's one way. The other way to do a slip stitch is to go over your thumb. 1, 2, bring the outside loop to there and then push it through. There it is. And there's your slip stitch. When you've done that, the pattern says, we get it again. The pattern says chain 4. So a chain is this very, very simplest a crochet stitch. What you want to do is make sure you've got one hand, with your right hand left as your strongest hand, just holding the hook, and all of the yarn is held in your other hand, like that. This is free to move, and this has got all the control. I took it over my little finger to try and make it nice and tense. This will help you a lot, no matter how well you can get the stitch. If you've got the nice bit of tension there, you've got everything in this hand, it will make everything a lot easier. It takes me a while to get your head around, but once you've done it, again, it becomes easier to tell how tight it needs to be. So, you're going to do is chain. You want to bring your wool over like this. Okay? And then you just want to drag it through that loop at the bottom. There we go. See that shape there? That is your first chain. There's one chain. We're going to do it again. Yarn goes over that hook. Then the hook pulls it through that hoop. 2. There you can see. 1, 2. We're going to go for 4. So yarn goes over and through. 1, 2, 3. Yarn goes over. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is your beginning hoop here. This is going to be the centre of your square. Then these 3 here are like your first stitch. So now we're going to do a double stitch. So we're trying to make 4 sides of a square. So every side has 3 long bits sticking down to the centre spire. So it will become more obvious when I'm not trying to describe it, and I can show you. So now we're going to do double crochet, which is the stitch that we use in lots of stuff for crochet. Yarn goes over like that. We want to put it in this first chain, the chain furthest away from your hook. You see? In from the front to the back. Like that. 1, 2, 3. Right, we want to pull this wool through that one there. So we're going to go over and pull it through. Now we've got 3 chains on our hook. Can you see your original 3 chains there? We've got 3 loops on our hook. You can see the original 3 chain there. We're going to go over through 2, over, through 2, till we've got 1 on our hook. Okay, we're going to do that again. So this is 1 stitch here. This whole long bit here is 1 stitch. It's called 1 double crochet. So we're going to do another double crochet. Over, into the middle, yarn over, pull it through that hoop. There we go. So now I've got 3. Yarn over, through 2, yarn over, and through 2. Let me show you what it looks like now. So this is, there we go, look. You've got your chain 3 here. The first double crochet, there it is there. That is 1 stitch. And your second double crochet, that's there. That's 1 stitch. You can see on the top, there they are. 1, 2, and there's your top of your 3 chain. We want to go around the corner, so we're going to go chain. Again, do you remember from last time? Yarn over, pull it through the loop. Do you see again, I'm using this, and this is staying relatively still. Here's our original circle. At the bottom, do you see? We're going to go into that one again. Yarn over, we're making another double crochet into that original bit at the bottom. Yarn over, through that hole. There it is. Got 3 on there now, so we're going to go yarn over, get that out of the way. Yarn over, through 2, yarn over, through 2. So now we've got there's our 3rd double crochet stitch. Do you see how it's long? So here's our turning 2 chains. There we go, and there's our double crochet. We need to do 2 more of those. Yarn over, into the middle. Pick up that yarn, bring it through to the front. Yarn over, through 2, yarn over, through 2. 1, 2, yarn over, into the middle. There I am, look, picking it up and bringing it through. There it is to the front. Got 3 on my hook. Put your yarn over, through 2, yarn over, through 2. So now I've got 3 here. 1, 2, 3. I've got my 2 chain, and then I've got 1, 2, 3. 2 double chain. Yarn over, through, yarn over, through. Now we're going to go straight back again into that original busy looking chain. There it is. So yarn over and in. Bring it round. 1, oops, 2. We'll do it again. Yarn over, in it goes. Bring that wool through. Yarn over, pull. 1, 2. There we go, there. So there's our original 3. Then the chain 2. Oop, there. No, sorry. There's our original 3 there. First chain 2. Second 3. There's the chain 2. Third 3. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, through 2. Yarn over, through 2. You see we've got 3 sides of a square. One, 2 chains, and then we're going to do our last 3 double crochet into that hole there again. When I say that, I mean we're going to go yarn over into that hole. Ooh, there it is. Bring that wool, fetch it back to the front. There we are. Now we've got 3 loops on the hook. Put your wool over, yarn over, bringing it through 2, yarn over, bringing it through 2. Do that 2 more times. Yarn over, in, bring it round, yarn over, through 2, yarn over, through 2. So now we have, there's our last 2 double crochet. There they are. They're quite stately. One more. Yarn over into that hole. There's the wool. Pick up, there it is, look from the back. Pick up the wool, bring it to the front. There we go. Yarn over, through 2, yarn over, through the last 2. So you've got 1 on. So if you look at it now, 1, 2, 3, 4 sides of a square. There's the holes for the corners. We're just missing that last corner. To do that, we're going to use 2 chain stitches. So, over, through, over, through. There we go. Then if you look here, do you remember our original? There's your first double crochet. There's another one there. Wobbly, that one. There we go. And there's another one there. And then we had top of our chain 3. Let's look from there. You look. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to pop it in there. There we go. So what I want to do is get this hook from the front to the back. I want to put it into there. Look, like that. To see how I've slipped it underneath, like there, or like there. I've slipped it under there. So what I'm going to do is yarn over, and I'm going to put it through that stitch. It's a bit tight, that one for me. There we go. And then, because I don't want to do a big bump, I just want to put it together. I'm going to pull this loop, keep going, and bring it through the loop that was on my hook. And it creates, here we go, like that. Let me show you that slip stitch again. Slip stitch the bit where we made it into an actual square. From this bit, you want to put it together. So I'm going to go through the top of that chain 3. There we go. 1, 2. There it is. And I'm going to put the yarn over, but instead I'm going to bring it through all 3 loops. Well, that stitch and that loop. You ready? Going to go through that stitch. There it is. And that loop. And that's just a slip stitch. And then next week we will add on another layer to make it bigger. Happy crocheting, and I'll see you next week. Take care.